how tough it is to play a team you don't know much about in their building where they have a lot of success?
Yeah, it's exciting. Obviously none of us have, I think actually only one of us picks has played in a Memorial Cup. So obviously we haven't seen, any of the Q teams. And so it's really exciting. We're expecting a loud building and, fast games. So, these are the games you want to play in, and super excited to see the talent on their end. So,
from looking at the video, is there a WHL team that you would compare Rimouski's style to?
I'm not sure. I think everyone's different. I think, they're here for a reason. They're a really good team, and they obviously can play with anyone. So.
Do you have any key to be successful here?
Pardon me?
Do you have any key to be successful here?
Just play our game. Expect. We don't know what to expect, but neither do they. I think obviously they have their they're at home and a little bit more familiarity, but I think just try and stick to it, play simple. We know it's going to be a fast game, and just have fun with it. So.
At the arrival of the Memorial Cup, we saw just how raucous the fans here can be. Is that a challenge for you guys, or is that something you can thrive on in this play?
I think thrive on. I think obviously we did a really good job and spoke there, kind of silencing their crowd. And, we know they're going to bring their energy tonight. And, that's what we want. I mean, obviously, these big games like this, opening game of Memorial Cup is, you want it to be loud and it'll be fun. So.
What's the feeling about the ice, the rink?
Pardon me?
The rink, the ice?
Yeah, it was great. Felt really good. Boys are buzzing this morning, so really excited.
You came back during the WHL finals. Do you feel like you completely find back your pace at this moment after 5 games?
Yeah, I think, I'm probably not quite there, but I felt really good. I felt like I got better every game, every shift. And, obviously it's a pretty high pace to step back into, but I'm really happy with the way that I've played so far and just really excited to get this tournament started. So.
How important was it for you to prove that you could step back in and have an immediate impact?
Huge. I think, me coming back into the lineup meant someone was coming out of it. And, I feel like, making an impact was just important in the room-wise. I think, obviously, whoever spot I took on whatever night is, they had an unbelievable year and did so much to help this team get here. And, if I didn't make an impact, I feel like, myself, I would have felt, guilty a little bit. So that was really important to me to just come in right away and have my legs with those guys. So.
What kind of impact did Caitlin Lindstrom have when he came back pretty much in the same time?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, obviously, I think, getting both of us back for game 1 there was pretty huge. And, I think even just, from an excitement standpoint in their locker room, I think, we'd both been away for so long and him obviously longer. So it was huge for our group and, we built off it and, we obviously, did a pretty good job and spoke. So.
Pratiquer ton français un peu depuis le...
Ouais, un peu. C'était un peu rue, mais ouais, c'est... ouais.
Tu le traducteur un peu pour certains de tes coéquipiers?
Ouais, on avait une poutine. Yes, so, but rusty. It's rusty, so... But, yeah.
Did a lot of family coming from Bathurst area for this?
A little bit, yeah. I think just a few, so it should be good.
How many times have they had a chance to see you play live?
Just pretty much in Moncton at the Prospects game last year. So, really exciting, especially even just, having it be on TSN and TV and stuff is, even if they're not here, they can kind of watch it. And so, yeah, it'll be great. So.
Were they staying up late to watch you win the championship out in Spokane?
I'm sure they were, yeah, I'm sure they were. I know my mom has been getting, pretty crazy amount of texts from back home. So, it's been so good. And, just to get back, obviously it was a long winter and, it's kind of just, a little bit just crazy, being here right now, we're at the Memorial Cup and, a couple months ago I was in bed with my foot up. So, crazy, but yeah, super excited. So.
Has anyone from the Flames reached out?
Yeah, been in contact with kind of all of them and they kind of, before game 1, kind of made sure that I knew that if I, wasn't very good, they weren't gonna, kind of be mad at me or anything. But it was great. They're obviously very supportive. So
they didn't send any congrats.
They did, yeah.